It is trouble in paradise already among Donald Trump's oligarch tech bros who are at war with each other. So here's what went down. So this past week, Donald Trump held a press conference with Masayoshi Son, who runs SoftBank, Sam Altman, who runs OpenAI, and Larry Ellison, who runs Oracle. And they announced that they were going to be intending to invest $500 billion in AI infrastructure that they call Stargate. And Donald Trump was rolling this out. Look what they're going to invest. But then Elon Musk, who now has an office in the White House, one of Donald Trump's other oligarch bros, the person closest to Donald Trump, who basically helped buy Donald Trump the election, called out the other tech bros who are competing against Elon Musk in the AI market. And he says, basically, it's total fraud. They don't have $500 billion to invest. These companies are just lying. They may as well make up that they're investing $1 trillion because it's all BS. Then Elon Musk posted an image of a crack pipe next to crack and said, this is where they must have come up with that number, $500 billion, while smoking crack. And then others in MAGA were like, whoa, Elon, you're being disrespectful to Donald Trump. And Elon's like, yeah, I don't care. I don't like those tech bros, and those tech bros don't like Elon Musk. And if Donald Trump did some basic diligence, and I know he's not capable of that, he would have found out that Elon Musk is actually suing Sam Altman for billions of dollars and hates the guy. And all of these oligarchs are suing each other over patent violations and trademark infringement and other unfair business practices. This is why you should not invite broligarchs to run the government. They are self-interested and they're trying to enrich themselves at the expense of the American public. By the way, how about those lower prices, Donald? Where are those? Grocery prices are going up. Housing's not more affordable. There's not peace in Ukraine in 24 hours. By the way, Donald Trump said recently, since he was sworn in, that he said Americans don't care about inflation. He goes, that's not the big issue. He said Americans care about the mental institutes that people are coming in from. Excuse me? Border crossings were down under President Biden, and you killed President Biden's bipartisan border deal. But you want to talk about broligarchs? How about one of the things that Donald Trump is really looking to do when it comes to migrants is to help some of the oligarchs who run the private prison system to enrich those billionaires who are opening up all of these private prisons and these private police forces to help carry out bloody mass deportations. Let me just break down everything that happened. So as you know, there was the press conference that was held in the Oval Office. You had Masayoshi Son, SoftBank's leader, you had Sam Altman, you had Larry Ellison, and then Donald Trump said, Sam Altman, you are the leading guy in AI, and that pissed Elon Musk off. Then OpenAI, that account, which by the way, Musk co-founded when it was a non-profit. Musk has some points here. I'll break it down. I'll give credit where credit is due on some of these points. That Musk co-founded OpenAI when it was a non-profit, and then it became for-profit, and Musk is like, okay, well, I funded this thing. Give me the money. And then Sam Altman's like, nah, it's actually mine now. And Elon Musk's like, yeah, but I was funding it when it was a non-profit. Now you're going to be making billions of dollars. You should pay me for it. And Altman's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. So that's part of the feud and the litigation. So OpenAI goes, we're announcing the Stargate project. The Stargate project is a new company which intends to invest $500 billion over the next 4 years, building new AI infrastructure for OpenAI in the United States. We will begin deploying $100 billion immediately. This infrastructure will secure, and then it talks about all the great things that it's going to do in the United States. By the way, notice the language that it used, which intends to invest. That's the language Donald Trump always used when he defrauds people and defrauds the American people, right? The first time around, we intend to build these factories. We intend to have a manufacturing boom. We intend to build a factory here, which would never happen, unlike President Biden, who would keep his promises, and President Biden didn't intend. He actually put the money into the economy, but I guess President Biden, or now former President Biden, didn't give the media all of the access that they wanted wanted to just shout questions at him in the Oval Office. So they said, that's pretty bad. We're going to have to report negatively on this guy because we don't get the access that we think we deserve. It's pathetic, and that's why the corporate media is swirling the drain. So anyway, OpenAI posts that, and then Elon Musk, who's like, dude, I'm the oligarch here. Why are you chilling with Sam Altman? I'm suing this guy. Elon Musk goes, they don't actually have the money. Then he goes on to say, SoftBank has well under $10 billion secured. I have that on good authority. To which Sam Altman, one of Donald Trump's other tech oligarch bros, goes, wrong. As you surely know, want to come visit the first site already underway? This is great for our country. I realize what is great for the country isn't always what's optimal for your companies, Elon, but in your new role, I hope you'll mostly put America first. By the way, these oligarch billionaires fighting with each other, is that really what we the people ever wanted? I know I didn't. I know you didn't, but you want oligarchs fighting? No. How about lower egg prices? How about making housing more affordable? How about doing the things you actually said that you were going to do? Oh, wait, Donald Trump, the liar, is a liar. The big con, the fraud, the felon does wrong things, lies. Yeah, that's what happens. Your nighttime bedroom temperature has a huge impact on your sleep quality. If you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Miracle Made sheets are inspired by NASA and use silver-infused fabrics that are temperature regulating so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. I get so many emails from the Midas Mighty saying how great Miracle Made sheets are and how it's changed their lives for the better. Here's why. It uses silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA. So therefore, Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, no matter the weather, so you get better sleep every night. Now, these sheets are also infused with silver, as I said, and that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets, so no more gross odors. Also, Miracle sheets are luxuriously comfortable without that high price tag of other luxury brands, and it feels as nice to me, if not nicer, than the sheets used by some 5-star hotels. So, upgrade your sleep this year. Go to trymiracle.com/Midas. That's TRYMIRACLE.com/MEIDAS to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Midas at checkout, you'll get a free 3-piece towel set and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Midas and use the code Midas to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/Midas to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode. Then Elon Musk reposts this leaked image of the research tool OpenAI used to come up with their $500 billion number for Stargate, and it's a crack pipe with crack. Then Laura Loomer, one of Donald Trump's kind of closest influencers, and she hates Elon Musk. She comes out and goes, Elon, this is making a mockery of President Trump, and it's incredibly disrespectful to Donald Trump and his staff. The implication is that those who announced Stargate yesterday are smoking crack. The announcement was made by President Donald Trump on day 2 of his administration and the White House press conference. Trump doesn't smoke crack. Very disrespectful to OpenAI, to Sam Altman, to Masayoshi Son, and to Larry Ellison. Elon Musk then posts the inquisitive face emoji. How is OpenAI a closed source for maximum profit? It was started as a nonprofit with a $100 million investment from Elon Musk. And by the way, this is the lawsuit that Elon Musk filed against OpenAI, amended the lawsuit to add Microsoft, one of Donald Trump's other oligarchs, Bill Gates, who visited Mar-a-Lago. They're all suing each other. And all of these lawsuits were happening before the Broligarchs all got the front row seats during Donald Trump's inauguration. Just let's take a look at this lawsuit that was filed by Musk against Altman. And they're fighting with each other for Donald Trump's affection. How bizarre. Remember when I reported before the inauguration that Bezos and Musk were both at Mar-a-Lago and they were fighting for Donald Trump's affection? And people there were saying, oh, Bezos was trying to cock block Elon, or the some cock blocking each other. I won't use that language anymore, but they were both trying to appeal for Donald Trump's love. Here's the thing I don't get to. When you're a billionaire, wasn't the whole point about being a billionaire, which, by the way, maybe I'm ignorant. I don't understand why you need to be a billionaire or even have hundreds of millions. There's so much money. It doesn't make sense to me, but perhaps I'm very naive here. But don't they call it FU money? FU money. Well, it's not FU money if you have to kiss Donald Trump's ring and wear knee pads every time you're around him. Elon Musk, Bezos, Altman, Bill Gates, but whatever. Here's the lawsuit against Sam Altman. Never before has a corporation gone from tax-exempt charity to a $157 billion for-profit, market-paralyzing gorgon in just 8 years. Never before has it happened because doing so violates almost every principle of law governing economic activity. It requires lying to donors, lying to members, lying to markets, lying to regulators, and lying to the public. No amount of clever drafting nor surfeit of creative deal-making can obscure what is happening here. OpenAI Inc., co-founded by Musk as an independent charity committed to safety and transparency and nurtured in its infancy by Musk's money, advice, recruiting efforts, and connection, is, at the direction of Altman, Brockman, and Microsoft, fast becoming a fully for-profit subsidiary of Microsoft. And they're suing for numerous causes of action, fraud, violations of antitrust laws. So that's what Trump's oligarchy, tech broligarchy, is doing to each other. Elon Musk also reposts this from Gavin Baker. Look, Stargate, it's a great name, but the $500 billion is a ridiculous number, and no one should take it seriously unless SoftBank is going to sell all of their BABA and ARM. BABA refers to Alibaba stock, and ARM is another tech company that they've invested in. SoftBank has about $38 billion in cash, $142 billion in debt, and generates $3-ish billion in cash flow per BBG. They own $143 billion in ARM and $18 billion in Alibaba. If they start selling ARM, their stake will be worth much less very quickly. Oracle has $11 billion in cash and $88 billion in debt and generates about $10 billion in cash flow. OpenAI is just burning cash. NVIDIA will limit how much they invest in any one model company, maybe $5 billion. Barring the aforementioned SoftBank ARM sale, might be able to put together $50 billion in equity funding over several years. Can obviously finance the GPUs and put debt into the JV. Nowhere close, though, to $500 billion. Everyone should just start issuing press releases for $1 trillion AI projects. By the way, love it that the ticker MGX, which is a biotech company, is up 33% on this. If you, a professional investor or analyst, and you took $500 billion at face value, or even worse, wrote a note about this, you should resign in disgrace. And again, basically calling Trump and this announcement fraud, and Elon Musk is reposting that. And it's one of the things I've always said, folks, which is Trump just makes up numbers, right? The case in New York where he was found liable of fraud, it was, his properties and his things were significantly high in value, but he would just make up it's billions and billions and billions. He would just make up numbers. And it would be fraud. That's why he was found civilly liable for fraud. And this is a form of that, in my opinion, because you're saying 500 billion, you're just making up random numbers to sound big. To what? So that the corporate media picks it up. But, here, I can't believe I'm saying this. Elon Musk is right in the sense that there's nowhere near $500 billion there. Maybe there's 10 billion at most, dripping wet. And this is just a way that Trump's trying to say, look at all the things I'm going to do to, again, WMDU, weapon of mass distraction. He knows prices aren't going down. He knows houses aren't getting more affordable. He knows that Putin is mocking him. He knows that he didn't get the peace deal he promised. He knows that all of the things he said he was going to do, he ain't doing, other than, I guess, pardoning the January 6th insurrectionists and individuals engaged in terroristic behavior. He did that, pissing off the Fraternal Order of Police on day one. But other than that, I mean, is that what the American people wanted? To have freaking terrorists and people convicted of seditious conspiracy running free? You freaking kidding me? And again, the Oligarchs sitting there at the inauguration, that to me is the lasting image of the failure of Trump. To see that image there. Oh, it was gross. And they were all making weird faces. They looked like they were tweaking out. Zuckerberg was like staring down at Bezos' wife's chest. The whole thing was gross. They can have lots of money, but they don't even have real power because they're kissing the ring. And they also have no class. That's my opinion. What's yours? Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch and help us blow past 750,000 followers.